Hear that? That's nothing. Which is what I, as a speaker at today's conference, have for you all. I have nothing. Nada. Zip. Zilch. Zippo. Nothing smart. Nothing inspirational. Nothing even remotely researched at all. I have absolutely nothing to say whatsoever. And yet, through my manner of speaking, I will make it seem like I do. Like what I am saying is brilliant. And maybe, just maybe, you will feel like you've learned something. Now, I'm going to get started with the opening. I'm going to make a lot of hand gestures. I'm going to do this with my right hand. I'm going to do this with my left. I'm going to adjust my glasses. And then I'm going to ask you all a question. By show of hands, how many of you all have been asked a question before? OK, great. I'm seeing some hands. And again, I have nothing here. Now, I'm going to react to that and act like I'm telling you a personal anecdote. Something to break the tension, something to endear myself a little bit, something kind of embarrassing. And you guys are going to make an awe sound. It's true. It really happened. And now I'm going to bring it to a broader point. I'm going to reel you back in. I'm going to make it intellectual. I'm going to bring it to this man right here. Now, what this man did was important, I'm sure. But I, for one, have no idea who he is. I simply Google image the word scientist. And now, you see, I'd like it to seem like I'm making points, building an argument, inspiring you to change your life, when in reality, this is just me buying time. Now, if you don't believe me, let's take a look at the numbers. This is a real thing that's happening right now. The number of talks that I'm giving is 1. Interesting facts imparted thus far in said talk, well, that's going to be a 0. My height in inches is 70.5. Note the 0.5 there. 2 times 6 equals 12. And then interestingly enough, 6 times 2 also equals 12. That's math. 352 is a 3-digit number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then almost immediately following that, we get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, to add more filler here, I'm going to give you a couple more numbers to consider. 18, 237, 5,601, 2.6 million, 4, 24, staggering. These are real numbers, all of them. And to follow that up, let's take a look at some graphs. Now, if you take a look at this pie chart, what you're going to see is that the majority far exceeds the minority. Everybody see that? Cool, isn't it? And let's take a look at this bar graph, because it shows similarly irrelevant data. Now, I'm doing this because I'd like to make it seem like I've done my homework. If you were, say, watching this on YouTube with the sound off, you might think, OK, this guy knows what he's talking about. But I don't. I'm floundering, panicking, I've got nothing. I'm a total and utter phony. But you know what? I was offered a TED Talk. And damn it, I'm going to see it through. Now, if you take a look behind me, these are just words paired with vaguely thought-provoking stock photos. I'm going to point at them like I'm making use both of my time as well as your time, but in reality, I don't know what half of them mean. And now, as these continue, I'm just going to start saying gibberish. Wagga wah, gabba gabba, turkey, mouth in a mouth, chip, trip, my dog Skip. Rip it and dip it, Richard. I'm an itty-bitty baby bopper, and I'm hungry in my tum-tum. Brad Pitt, Uma Thurman. Names, things, words, and more things. And see, it feels like it might make sense, doesn't it? Like maybe, just maybe, I'm building to some sort of satisfying conclusion. I mean, I'm gesticulating as though I am. I'm pacing, I'm growing in intensity. I'm taking off my glasses, which, by the way, are just frames. I wore them to look smart, even though my vision is perfect. And now I'm going to slow things down a little bit. I'm going to change the tone. I'm going to make it seem like I'm building to a moment. And what if I was? Amazing, isn't it? What can you do? Life's a roller coaster. You know, if there's one thing you take away from my talk, I'd like you to think about what you heard at the beginning, and I'd like you to think about what you hear now. Because it was nothing, and it's still nothing. Think about that. Or don't, that's fine. And now I'm going to stop talking. Thank you.
For some girls, the thought of getting married is a dream. For many in developing countries, it's a nightmare and comes way too soon. The reasons may be hard for us to understand, but in some countries, they combine to force girls into marriage, and the outcomes can be devastating. The leading cause of death for girls aged 15 to 19 is childbirth. When a girl in the developing world has 7 years of schooling, she marries 4 years later and has 2.2 fewer children. A child born to an educated mother is 50% more likely to survive past age 5, and she's more than twice as likely to send them to school. An educated girl earns more income. Just 1 extra year of schooling can boost her earnings by 20%. Education gives girls the chance to shape their future and choose their own happy ever after.
So I'm walking along, and my friend Dom is beside me, and he's describing this really cool idea he has for ASG. But instead of paying attention to what he's saying, I'm looking at posters, the really cool posters on the wall, and my phone buzzes, so I pick it up, and I continue that conversation from last night. And then I turn to Dom, and he's like, "Wouldn't that be cool?" And I go, "Wait, what would be cool?" I realized that I was not engaging with the person who was right beside me. And that was not good. And so now in my own life, I'm trying to implement this thing called active listening. And 3 words come to my mind when I think of active listening. And they are be here now. Seize the moment. Live in this moment. Listen to the person who is right beside you. So to do this, I put away all distractions. I shove my phone in my pocket, get rid of that poster in my head. And then I use my face and my body to convey that I'm open and interested in what this person is trying to communicate. I make eye contact with them. Now, I don't stare them down because, let's be honest, staring somebody down might be a little intimidating coming from someone who's 5 feet tall. So, I occasionally make eye contact. I uncross my hands, unclench my fist, let them know that I'm here to listen to them. And then when they're all done finishing up their thought, I wrap it all up. So, what you're saying is, and it gives them a chance to go, no, you got it all wrong. This is what I'm saying. And then they'll re-explain it all over again. And I'll go, okay, so what you really mean is this. And they'll go, yes, you understand, you get it. Thank you for listening to me. Listening is such a powerful tool. It conveys to people that you are here to listen to them, that you're not preoccupied with something that's distant and irrelevant. That's for your Facebook time, later when you're chatting with your friends at 12 o'clock at night. Not now, not where people are right in front of you. And so this is what I challenge all of you to do. Put away distractions. Use your face and your body. Let them know that you're interested in what they have to say. And finally, provide feedback. Let them know that you were listening the whole entire time, that you were there for them. And I promise you that when you guys implement this into your own life, it will make all the difference in seizing the moment. And just a note, it's not easy. It's definitely hard. It takes focus and concentration. And I still don't listen to people sometimes, and I feel bad when I don't do it. But when I do, it makes all the difference. Thank you for listening.
I have been a Republican in times good, and I have been a Republican in times bad. Albert Einstein issued one of my most favorite quotes in the history of the spoken word, and it is as follows. In the middle of opportunity, in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. I'm going to repeat that so I have clarity tonight. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. This is the opportunity we've been waiting for.
The idea then is that there will be a constant loop between the White House and all of you about how we should move forward on this, and hopefully this will start breaking down into some concrete takeaways and tasks.
Imagine, if you will, a gift. I'd like for you to picture it in your mind. It's not too big, about the size of a golf ball. So envision what it looks like all wrapped up. But before I show you what's inside, I will tell you it's going to do incredible things for you. It will bring all of your family together. You will feel loved and appreciated like never before, and reconnect with friends and acquaintances you haven't heard from in years. Adoration and admiration will overwhelm you. It will recalibrate what's most important in your life. It will redefine your sense of spirituality and faith. You'll have a new understanding and trust in your body. You'll have unsurpassed vitality and energy. You'll expand your vocabulary, meet new people, and you'll have a healthier lifestyle. And get this, you'll have an 8-week vacation of doing absolutely nothing. You'll eat countless gourmet meals. Flowers will arrive by the truckload. People will say to you, "You look great. Have you had any work done?" And you'll have a lifetime supply of good drugs. You'll be challenged, inspired, motivated, and humbled. Your life will have new meaning. Peace, health, serenity, happiness. Nirvana. The price, $55,000. And that's an incredible deal. By now, I know you're dying to know what it is and where you can get one. Does Amazon carry it? Does it have the Apple logo on it? Is there a waiting list? Not likely. This gift came to me about 5 months ago and looked more like this when it was all wrapped up. Not quite so pretty. And this. And then this. It was a rare gem, a brain tumor, hemangioblastoma, the gift that keeps on giving. And while I'm okay now, I wouldn't wish this gift for you. I'm not sure you'd want it, but I wouldn't change my experience. It profoundly altered my life in ways I didn't expect, in all the ways I just shared with you. So the next time you're faced with something that's unexpected, unwanted, and uncertain, consider that it just may be a gift. Namaste.